The Association of Law Students across the country are this morning staging a protest over mass failure of the Ghana Law School exams. Dubbed #OpenUpLegalEducation, the demonstration will see protesters march to the Jubilee House to present a petition to the President. This development follows the recent entrance exams, of which only 128 out of the 1,820 candidates who sat the exams passed. Before this, however, only 64 out of the 525 students who sat for the bar exam in 2018 passed, with 284 of them failing and 177 of them being referred. Akufo-Addo is with the protesters and he joins us live. Good morning, Komla. Hello, good morning, Komla. Akufo-Addo is live with the protesters of the Ghana Law School who are this morning staging a demonstration. He's joining us on the phone lines. Good morning, Komla.
Hi, Enimwa.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Awesome. Tell us what the mood is like where you are.
So it is a very charged atmosphere here at the Law Court Complex. The team has just arrived at the Law Court Complex. Amid wielding placard, red armband, red t-shirt with the inscription #ReformLegalEducation. It's a very charged atmosphere here. You can imagine it. You can hear the chants and the sounds from the background. When they got to the Law Court Complex, they actually stopped in the middle of the road, and all of the members of the team sat on the floor, brandishing the placard and screaming "Reform Legal Education, CJ down, CJ down." And after a few good minutes, they rose up on their feet and sang the Arise Ghana Youth Anthem, and then from there they proceeded on the march. So they have just left the entrance of the Law Court Complex, and they're proceeding on the march, heading towards the Jubilee House, where they're going to be handing over that petition to the President anymore.
Komla, tell us again exactly why the law students are demonstrating this morning and exactly what they're asking for.
So anymore, we know that over the last few weeks, there's been a huge discussion following the release of the entrance exam results, where we had some 128 out of 1,800 plus students only passing to get into the Ghana School of Law. According to these law students and other individuals who are solidarizing with the march, that couldn't have been a fair representation or a true representation of the exam they sat for. So for many of them, they are demanding a remarking of the exam, and after remarking, they are also demanding publication of a result of a remarking plus the marking scheme of the exam, so that every individual, everybody can scrutinize it. As it stands now, they say the whole process is shrouded in secrecy, and that cannot be the case. Another thing they're asking for example, is for the price for the remarking of a single paper to be reviewed. Right now, as it stands, it's 3,000 cedi to remark one exam paper. They say that amount is too exorbitant and over the top, and so they are demanding that it be reduced to 500 cedi. Another thing they are seeking or they are demanding is, for example, a reform that will see individuals who sit for the exam in the law school rewrite the only paper they fail, and not rewrite the entire course that you start for. So, for example, they say if you start for the 10 courses and you fail in 3 of the papers, you are going to be writing all 10 subjects again. They say this cannot be fair enough, and so they are calling for a review of this particular provision. They are also calling for a review of a Legal Professions Act 2018, which sort of legitimizes all of this, including the entrance exam, etc. They say going forward, there should be a process where there will not be entrance examination, but there will be other examinations from the various faculties of law in other schools. And so once you pass that exam, you are qualified to get into the Ghana School of Law, and then you pursue the law and and then write the bar exam. So those are the general concerns of the individuals. But they are also calling for the post-call fees to be reduced from some £6,400 to £2,000. So anyway, just hear the shouts in the background. That was an announcement from one of the leaders. They said they are marching to the office of the Attorney General because as we speak, we are at the Ghana Police Service Accra Central Division headquarters, which is just around the ministry, for those who know this place. And so from here, we're just taking the turn to the right and going to the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice's office, where they will present that petition. So that is generally what we say this morning anymore.
Kamla, you've just mentioned that they're going to the Attorney General's office and the Chief Justice, but was the plan initially not to present this petition to the President? Has that plan changed?
The initial plan was for them to move to the Jubilee House.
Okay, Kamla, I need you to reposition yourself because I can't hear you very well.
Is it better now?
Yes, much better. Go ahead.
Okay, yes. So the initial plan was for them to march from the Ghana Law School, the Ghana School of Law entrance, they march through the principal streets of Accra, through the Arts Center area, through the law course area, and then to the Jubilee House. But just a short time ago, there was an announcement that they're going to make a brief stop at the Attorney General's office where they will present the petition, because you know that the Attorney General is one of the key stakeholders in legal education in the country. So you will even see on the placards of some of the demonstrators for the protesters targeting messages at the Attorney General. They say they're going to make a brief stop there and then hand over a petition to them.
Have you been able to garner from the protesters the plan moving forward after today's demonstration?
Can I have that again, anymore?
Have you been able to garner from the protesters the plan moving forward after today's demonstration?
Well, if you're asking about the numbers, the individuals who are participating in this march are more than 200. We just say 200. So at the earlier stage, when they were gathering and mobilizing the individuals, they were just quite a handful. But for now, I can say over 200 individuals are participating in this march. And not all of them are law students. Some of them are just people who are here to solidarize with the group. We have the Economic Fighters League represented. We have the National Union of Ghana Students Association also represented. And past SRC presidents of GIMPA, of UCC, of KNUST, and even present students and SRC officials of KNUST, GIMPA, UG, all participating in this march. So quite a number of individuals in this march.
Okay, Kamla, thank you very much. I wasn't actually asking about numbers, but good one there. Thank you for joining us. We'll come back to you a little later on so we can find out what's happening. That was Akufo-Addo, my colleague. Now, he is with the law students who have been demonstrating this morning. Now, they're asking for four things. They're asking that the problematic entrance be looked at, that their scripts are remarked, and that they have access to that and to the marking scheme. They're also asking that the unreasonable repeat policy be reviewed, and they're also asking that the price that they pay for remarking, which at the moment is 3,000 Ghana cedis per paper, come down to about 500 cedis. Also asking that the post-call exam come down from about £6,400 to £2,000, and a few more other details in that demonstration. There are about 200 of them that have gathered at the moment. They're going to submit their petition to the Attorney General and Chief Justice and then move on to the President at Jubilee House. And we'll definitely bring you more on that in the course of the day.